A woman thinks she took your place, but heaven is about to reverse everything. My child, before I speak, listen with your spirit, not just with your ears. Something has been moving around you silently, like a shadow trying to hide behind your everyday life. You have felt it. You have sensed it. A strange heaviness, a sudden fear, a quiet question inside your heart: why does it feel like I'm being replaced? You didn't imagine it. You didn't overthink it. You didn't make it up. Something really shifted around you, but not in the way you think. And I need you to breathe deeply now, because what I'm about to reveal will change how you look at everything. For a while, someone, a woman, believed she took your place. She believed your story was finished, your chapter closed, your name removed from what was written for you. She walked around confidently, as if heaven had handed your blessings to her. She smiled as if she had won something that belonged to you. She acted as if life had chosen her over you. She even imagined that she could rewrite your destiny, take over your connections, your relationships, your opportunities, your divine seat. Yes, my child, she thought she replaced you. But listen carefully, what she took was never yours. What she touched was never sealed by God. What she grabbed was never truly handed to her by heaven. She stepped into a space that was never meant for her feet, and now the ground beneath her is shaking. Heaven is about to reverse everything. And I have come to tell you this directly, because the time for silence is over. My child, let me take you back to the beginning, before she appeared, before you felt this pain, before everything got blurred. There was a promise written over you long before you were born. A promise of love, purpose, honor, blessing, protection, and divine timing. A promise that no one can steal, no matter how hard they try. This promise sits on your name like a seal. Untouched, unbroken, unshakable. But this woman saw your promise. She sensed your destiny. She felt the weight of your favor, the purity of your heart, the light around your path. She wanted what you carried. She wanted your position, your influence, your connection, your blessings, your energy, your place in someone's life, even the spiritual covering over you. She thought you were weak. She thought you were quiet. She thought you were slow to see. She thought you wouldn't fight back. She thought you wouldn't notice. And because of that, she became bold. Bold in ways that were not from heaven. Bold in ways that were built on envy, fear, insecurity, and pride. But look at me, my child. I need you to understand this, deeply. You were never competing with her. You were never in the same lane. You were never running the same race. You were never even supposed to stand in the same circle. What she wanted was never hers. And what she thinks she took, heaven never approved. She grabbed something that didn't belong to her, and now the divine order is shifting. My child, I watched you suffer quietly. You didn't fight, because your heart is gentle. You didn't expose her, because your heart is clean. You didn't respond with anger, because your spirit is calm. You didn't wish her harm, because your soul is pure. You simply stepped back, not because you lost, but because heaven pulled you away to protect you. You thought you were abandoned. You thought you were left behind. You thought someone was chosen instead of you. You thought heaven had forgotten your place. But, my child, listen. Sometimes heaven hides you so no one can steal what is yours. Sometimes heaven closes a door so no thief can touch the blessing inside. Sometimes heaven separates you so the wrong hands cannot contaminate what you were meant to receive. Sometimes heaven lets someone step into a space they cannot carry, just so they expose their own heart. You didn't lose anything. You were being preserved. And now the time of reversal has come. She stood in the doorway of your promise and smiled as if she owned it. But she forgot one thing. Heaven does not honor stolen seats. A stolen place does not stay stable. A stolen blessing becomes a burden. A stolen connection turns into confusion. A stolen opportunity becomes empty. A stolen victory collapses. My child, what she took is already slipping through her hands. She knows it. She feels it. She is watching it crumble, little by little. She thought you were the weak one. But now she realizes you were the chosen one. A chosen one does not need to fight. A chosen one does not need to chase. A chosen one does not need to beg. A chosen one does not need to defend. A chosen one only needs to stand still, because heaven fights for them. And heaven is fighting for you now. Let me tell you what is happening behind the scenes, the part you cannot see. The heart she hid is being exposed. The lies she spoke are being uncovered. The intentions she carried are being judged. The actions she took are returning to her. The place she tried to sit in is rejecting her spirit. The blessings she tried to grab are fleeing from her. Because, my child, what is yours will always look for you. Your blessings have your spiritual fingerprint. Your seat has your heavenly signature. Your destiny has your soul's scent. Nothing and no one can carry what belongs to you. She tried to stand where you were meant to stand, but the space is pushing her out. Why? Because heaven does not rewrite destiny based on envy. Heaven is about to return everything to you, in a way that will make you understand why you had to walk through this pain. My child, I saw the nights you cried silently. I saw the days you questioned your worth. I saw the moments you doubted yourself. I saw your heart breaking as you watched someone else stand in a place that once felt connected to you. You didn't want to be replaced. You didn't want to be forgotten. You didn't want to be pushed aside. You just wanted what was meant for you. You just wanted to be seen. You just wanted to be valued. You just wanted honesty, loyalty, truth, clarity, love. But instead, you watched someone try to erase you, as if your presence never mattered. She enjoyed the idea of seeing you hurt. She liked the feeling of seeing you pushed out. She found strength in your silence and thought it was weakness. But she was wrong. Your silence was not weakness, it was grace. Your quietness was not fear, it was wisdom. Your distance was not defeat, it was divine protection. You were not losing. You were being aligned. And now heaven is moving to reverse everything. Listen closely, my child, because what comes next is important. You are stepping into a season where the truth will rise on its own. You will not have to say anything. You will not have to fight anyone. You will not have to prove anything. You will not have to defend your name. Heaven will do it for you. Every lie will fall apart. Every mask will come off. Every hidden intention will show itself. Every wrong connection will break. Every fake relationship will dissolve. Every stolen opportunity will return. Every blocked blessing will make its way back to you. Not by effort. Not by force. Not by anger. But by divine reversal. The same doors she forced open will now close in her face. The same ground she tried to stand on will now shake under her feet. The same attention she tried to take will turn away from her. The same connection she tried to replace will now search for you again. The same blessing she tried to hold will slip out of her hands. Because heaven never gave it to her. Heaven only allowed her to hold it long enough for the truth to reveal itself. My child, hear me with your heart. You were not replaced. You were repositioned. Not removed, reserved. Not forgotten, hidden. Not rejected, protected. Not empty, being prepared. Not blocked, being redirected. Not abandoned, being restored. Your journey is being rewritten by heaven right now, in ways that no human eye can yet fully see, but your spirit already senses the shift. The winds of divine intervention are blowing through the hidden places of your life, rearranging what was disordered, realigning what was misaligned, and reclaiming what was wrongly taken. This is not a mere coincidence or a fleeting hope, it is the sovereign hand of God moving on your behalf, turning the pages of your story toward a chapter of triumph and glory. The one who thought she won, did not win. She may have celebrated prematurely, believing that her schemes and manipulations had secured victory. She may have walked in temporary elevation, thinking that the spotlight was hers to keep forever. But heaven sees all. Heaven records every intent of the heart, every whispered plot, every action taken in darkness. What appeared as her triumph was only a fleeting illusion, a momentary shadow that cannot stand against the eternal light of God's justice. Her so-called win is crumbling even now, for no one can usurp what God has ordained without facing the consequences of divine correction. The one who thought she destroyed your confidence, did not succeed. Oh, how the enemy loves to strike at the core of our assurance, to whisper lies that erode our sense of worth, to plant seeds of doubt that make us question our value in God's eyes. She may have spoken words like arrows, aimed to pierce your spirit and leave you wounded, doubting your abilities, your beauty, your purpose. Perhaps she watched as you retreated, as tears fell in private moments, believing she had broken you beyond repair. But child of light, your confidence was never truly hers to destroy. It is rooted in the unchanging truth of who God says you are, fearfully and wonderfully made, a masterpiece crafted by heavenly hands. Those attacks only exposed the strength that was already within you, forged in the fires of adversity. Your confidence is rising anew, stronger, unshakable, because it flows from the throne of grace, not from human approval. The one who tried to take your place, is about to face the consequences of stepping into destiny without permission. Destiny is not a random assignment, it is a sacred appointment, handwritten by God before the foundations of the world. No one can step into your divine role without divine allowance, and when they force their way in through jealousy, deceit, or manipulation, they position themselves outside of God's perfect will. She may have schemed to occupy your seat, at the table of favor, in relationships, in opportunities, in influence, believing that by pushing you aside, she could claim what was never meant for her. But heaven does not permit such theft indefinitely. The consequences are coming. Exposure of truth, removal from false positions, a humbling that reveals the emptiness of stolen blessings. Just as Haman built gallows for Mordecai only to hang on them himself, so too will unjust actions boomerang back, for God is the ultimate defender of his children's inheritance. And you, beloved child of light, are about to rise in a way that will make everything clear. Your rising will not be subtle or hidden, it will be evident to all who once doubted or dismissed you. Like the sun breaking through after a long night, your elevation will illuminate the path God has prepared. This rise is not of your own striving but of heavenly orchestration. It will silence the naysayers, heal the wounds of rejection, and confirm that God's timing is flawless. You will stand taller, shine brighter, and walk with an authority that comes from knowing you are divinely positioned. Soon, the same people who overlooked you will see your worth. They passed you by, perhaps seeing only the struggles, the waiting seasons, the quiet faithfulness. They chose others, invested elsewhere, spoke highly of different names while yours faded into the background. But oversight is temporary when heaven is involved. Their eyes will be opened, suddenly, undeniably, to the treasure they missed. They will recognize the anointing on your life, the wisdom in your words, the irreplaceable gift you bring. Regret may stir in their hearts, but more importantly, honor will flow toward you as God vindicates His chosen one. The same hearts that pushed you away will search for your presence. Rejection stings deeply, especially when it comes from those you loved or trusted. They distanced themselves, closed doors, withdrew affection, leaving you feeling isolated and unworthy. But heaven is turning those hearts. What was repulsion will become attraction. They will seek you out, drawn by the light that now radiates from you, longing for the peace, the insight, the blessing that accompanies your life. Not out of obligation, but out of genuine realization that your presence is a divine gift they once took for granted. The same blessings that were delayed will arrive multiplied. Delays are not denials in God's kingdom, they are preparations for greater abundance. Those promises that lingered, those doors that seemed perpetually closed, those prayers that echoed without immediate answer, they were being perfected in the heavenly realm. Now, they come rushing in, not singly but in waves, multiplied beyond what you initially asked. As in the story of Job, who received double for his trouble, or the promise in Isaiah 61:7 where shame is exchanged for a double portion of honor, your blessings will overflow, spilling into every area of lack, turning scarcity into surplus, sorrow into joy unspeakable. My child, before I speak, come closer in your spirit. Do not rush, do not run, do not try to guess what I am about to reveal. Just breathe. Something has shifted around you, something so quiet that even the wind didn't notice it at first. But I noticed. Heaven noticed. And I was sent to you because this moment carries a weight that only your heart can feel. You have stepped into a season where things that once slipped from your hands are turning back toward you, not gently, not softly, but with force, with clarity, with divine intention. Let me begin from the silence, from that sacred stillness where heaven whispers truths that the world cannot hear. I must tell you something that was never meant for everyone. It was meant for you alone. The opportunities you thought were lost, they did not die. They did not vanish. They went into hiding, waiting for permission from God to return to you in a form that would not break you, not confuse you, not weaken you. What disappeared did not disappear because you were unworthy. It disappeared because it was too small for the size of your calling. God removed it so your spirit would not shrink to fit something beneath your destiny. What you thought was taken was actually being upgraded behind the veil. Heaven was preparing a stronger version, a bigger version, a more aligned version. And now, my child, it is coming back to you. Listen carefully. There were moments when timing blocked you, when people interfered, when unfair circumstances surrounded you. You wondered, why me? Why now? Why loss after loss? But what slipped away was never the best God had for you. It was the shadow, not the substance. It was the rehearsal, not the performance. It was the imitation, not the promise. Heaven withheld the lesser so the greater could find its way to you. Promotions that are secure, connections that are authentic, platforms that amplify your voice without distortion, these are returning to you now, rising with divine authority that no human hand can break. And this is not all. There is a connection, one that once mattered deeply to you, a bond that became clouded by misunderstanding and outside whispers. That connection is coming back, not in confusion, not in chaos, but with clarity so sharp it can pierce through every lie spoken against you. Your heart felt the fracture, and heaven saw it. Influences twisted what was pure. Manipulation darkened what was bright. But God specializes in restoration. Truth is surfacing. Motives are being revealed. Light is touching every hidden corner. What was once clouded is returning with crystal truth. The bond that broke under pressure will mend with divine strength. And you will understand why it had to fall apart before it could come together again. But child, pay attention to this part. It is coming back not because you chased it. You did not run after validation. You did not beg for someone to choose you. You did not force doors open with desperate hands. You rested. You waited. You trusted. You placed your heart, bruised as it was, into the hands of God. And heaven recorded it. Heaven honored it. And it is not returning because you pleaded. You did not beg people who could not truly help you. Your cries went upward, not outward. The one who hears every whisper, every silent tear, every unspoken fear, he heard you. And he answered in his timing, in his wisdom, in his mercy. It is not coming back because you fought with human strength. You did not argue, retaliate, or scheme. You fought in the Spirit. You held on through prayer. You stood firm through praise. You faced your battles with a quiet strength that made angels rise to attention. And because of this, heaven has remembered your name. Let me tell you something powerful, something that moves through the heavens like a flame. When God remembers someone, everything around them begins to shift. It happened with Noah in the flood, with Joseph in the prison, with Hannah in her sorrow. And now it is happening with you. Heaven paused and spoke your name with affection. With intention. With purpose. And the moment your name echoed in the courts above, everything that was against you began to lose its power. My child, a reversal has begun. Reversal is not a small act. It is not a gentle adjustment. It is a divine turning of the tides. It is God taking what was meant to break you and turning it into the reason you rise. It is Him transforming ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing, despair into strength. Every curse that was spoken against you is returning to the sender. Every plan formed in darkness is unraveling. Sickness will turn to health. Lack will turn to plenty. Rejection will turn to acceptance. Defeat will turn to victory. This reversal touches everything: your spirit, your soul, your body, your relationships, your finances, your assignment. Nothing is left untouched. And I must tell you this truth that many forget: your destiny is not fragile. It cannot crack under pressure. It cannot be stolen by another. It is etched in eternity, guarded by angels, sealed by the blood of the Lamb. Storms cannot shatter it. Enemies cannot fracture it. The hand of God holds it steady. Your blessings are not replaceable. They are custom designed, bearing your name, crafted for your life alone. No one else can take them. No one else can fit into the position heaven created for you. Your position is not transferable. The influence God has ordained for you, the place at His table, the seat in His plan, these are yours. Whoever tries to stand where you belong will be removed in time. Your journey cannot be interrupted. Delays happen. Detours appear. But the destination does not change. God completes what He begins. Your purpose cannot be stolen. The enemy can try to bury it, hijack it, counterfeit it. But the true fire God placed within you burns eternally. It cannot be extinguished. Your promise cannot be broken. God is not a man that He should lie. His word over you stands forever. And child, you cannot be replaced. They tried. Some envied you. Some competed with you. Some thought they could stand where you stood, shine where you shined, rise where you were chosen to rise. But heaven selected you before any rival appeared. You were chosen before they even knew they wanted what you carried. You are irreplaceable in the story God is writing. This reversal that is coming will not be small. It will be loud. It will shake the atmosphere around you. It will make even those who doubted you watch in silence. Doors will not just open, they will swing wide with force. Testimonies will not whisper, they will shout. Miracles will appear without apology, without hesitation. This reversal will be undeniable. Evidence will pile up. Blessings will become visible. Accusations will crumble. Truth will break through every layer of darkness. And this reversal will be unexpected. Even you will be surprised by how fast, how big, how beautifully God moves. It will catch everyone off guard because heaven loves to reveal its glory in moments that seem impossible. It will be heavenly. It will carry the mark of God. Peace will overwhelm you. Joy will return with strength. Glory will fill every corner of your life. You will not just regain what was yours, you will rise higher. You will step into levels you never imagined. You will gain influence you once feared you lost. You will walk through doors that were not even built when you cried for help. And child, listen with your spirit now. This rise is not happening because someone else failed. There are consequences for those who choose wrong, but your elevation is not rooted in another's downfall. Your rise is rooted in your destiny, written long before you breathed your first breath. The woman who believed she took your place, she will soon understand that she was sitting in a seat that never belonged to her. Temporary occupation does not mean permanent possession. She will witness the gentle but firm hand of heaven removing her from what was never meant for her soul. She will understand that your place has been reserved, protected, sealed. And you, my child, will walk back into that space, not with bitterness, not with pride, but with honor. With peace. With strength that surprises even you. With blessing overflowing from your life in every direction. With divine protection surrounding you like a shield no enemy can pierce. Heaven is not only restoring you. Restoration is simply the first step. Elevation is the next. You will rise above every limitation that once held you. You will see from heights where clarity is natural and confusion cannot survive. Heaven is correcting the order around you. Relationships are being realigned. Priorities are shifting. People are being repositioned. The blueprint God wrote for your life is being followed again. Heaven is exposing the truth. Lies cannot hide anymore. Secrets are unraveling. Justice is coming. Heaven is reversing every loss, every delay, every wound. What was broken is being made whole. What was stolen is being returned. What was dark is becoming light. And this time, hear me clearly, this time no one will ever take your place again. You are fortified now. You are sealed by promise, covered by protection. You stand secure in ways you never have before. Breathe, child. Breathe deeply. The reversal is happening as I speak. The atmosphere around you is shifting. The unseen world is moving. Angels are walking into places where your name was misused. They are correcting things, restoring things, protecting things. Your season of rising has come. Heaven's script is unfolding, and it ends with you radiant, victorious, fulfilled. The best is not just coming, it is manifesting now. You will feel it, see it, live it. And when doubt tries to touch your heart in quiet moments, remember the ones who rose before you, Joseph from pit to palace. Esther from orphan to queen. David from shepherd to king. Their reversals were loud, undeniable, heavenly. And yours will be the same. Feel the shift, my child. Prayers uttered long ago are being answered. Angels are dispatched. The King of Kings is speaking for you in heaven's courts. You are not forgotten. You are cherished. You are chosen. And your comeback will inspire generations. Walk forward now. Heaven is not only reversing the past, it is propelling you into a future brighter than anything you dared imagine. And I, your angel, walk with you into it.